if you want to know how to get this eye look, I will do it in this eye, so keep on watching. I will use this eyeshadow palette. I will use this shade, these two shades. So the first is the shade is number 7, and I will put it in 2 places. It is in the crease like this, very light hand with this. Now we bring it a tiny bit at the inner corner, but not much. I will grab it a tiny bit more of the excess, and I will place it right there in the outer third of the lid. I will just grab a little bit more. And now with my fingers, I will grab the first and the second shade, that is the gold, and a tiny bit of the white with my fingers. And I will place the gold right there, and the white I will just put it a tiny bit, and on top again what is remaining on the finger. I will grab with the brush again that purple shade, and I will blend this area. And to finish the look, I will put concealer. The powder is kind of pretending that I have all my face. The concealer, the powder, and mascara. Once I have the mascara on, I can do something. If I see that this is not blended, I can go with a brush with the remaining of the shadow, the remnant of the shadow, I will call it, on this area, so I can smooth it out. With a pencil brush like this, I will grab the first shade and I put it to highlight the inner corner and under the brow bone, so like this. And that's it. Well, this is another eye look, and I use these 2 things. I just closed it. These 2 things. So first of all, I already primed my eye, and I will use several shades of this. In this one, I will use this shade first. So I will apply it as my transition shade right there. I will go up a tiny bit. I will grab a tiny bit more. Now with a brush like this, a flat brush, we'll grab this shade, and then I will grab this other shade. This shade has flakes in it, have glitter in it, so the best thing is to press, but I will go a tiny bit out because of my eye shape. I want that shade to be in a star, that's why it happened here. That's why. And I will bring it until this area of the lid. you do you and follow your eye shape. It's just that I have a hooded eyes, and if I don't do certain things, it would be like the shadow is non-existent and just only you see if I close my eyes or I put my eyes like this. So because I want it to be when my eyes are open, I wanted to notice that. So I want this to be right there. And now with the same brush that I used first and the same first shade, I will just slightly go on the edges to smooth everything out. Now I will, in a couple of minutes, I will go with the shade that I showed you, but I used the same brush, that flat brush. So I go back with this shade so I don't lose the potency. As you can see, I have part of the shade on the other side. You can do it right now or afterwards. So what I'm going to do is I will go now before I forget. And what I'm going to do is I will blend those two together. I go over and over when they meet, so they kind of blend it together. Good. Because of the edges, I will use these two shades. These two are matte, and first I will grab the white and I go slightly over here, and then I will grab the second shade that is a tiny bit more and go a tiny bit lower when that grayish brown, I don't know how to call this shade here. It's a light shade. It looks darker in the pan, but it's not that dark as you saw me applying it. Now what I'm going to do is I will clean this edge. I will put concealer and I will put this tiny guy here. With a brush like this, I already put mascara, so I am not forgetting it. I will apply this shade at the bottom. The eye looks, I will tell you that if you want to put a eyeliner, a black eyeliner or a white eyeliner or whatever you want, you can do it. That's why I'm not doing it in any of the eye looks. And now I will kind of tend to get this side kind of sharpen a little bit and connect it with the lower part. This one has not glitters like the other shade. I recommend if you do something like this with glitter in the shadow, as you can see, if I move, you can see the glitter. I recommend doing the eyes first and then the face. Either way, I do always the eyes first. So, and the last step, I will grab again this shade that I use and I will put it also a tiny bit here. I will leave the brow bone, and I use maybe the highlighter I will use on the face, and also a tiny bit here to mix it a little bit, but as you can see. We'll intensify this one in case you haven't seen it. And that's it. This is the look.